Okay, so in the last video, I was talking about omitted variable bias. That is, we omit a variable from the model that should be included in the model. In this video, I'm going to extend the discussion and I'm going to give you an example of omitted variable bias. So wages may be a function of education and ability, but instead of estimating this model, we may omit ability from the model. If we do that and estimate this second model instead, we know this will create a bias in the estimated effect of education on wages. We saw that we can represent this beta 1 tilde coefficient in terms of our full model coefficients. And we saw that the bias that is created in this beta 1 tilde, that is this short model, can be represented by beta 1 hat plus beta 2 hat delta 1 tilde. So if we do that, what is the direction of this bias? So let's work with this example first, and then I'm going to show you this example in R. So to determine the bias, we have to look for these two coefficients, beta 2 hat and delta 1 tilde. What do we think? What will be the impact of somebody's ability on their wages? So we can argue that as people's ability increases, their wages increases as well. So we assume that this beta 2 has to be positive. So we know beta 2 is positive. Also, what is the correlation between ability and education? We can again argue that people, those are more able, they are expected to get more education. So we can argue that the correlation between ability and education is positive. So we are in this case. So if beta 2 is positive, but delta 1 is positive, we know that this is going to create a positive bias in the estimated effect that we will get from this model. That is, beta 1 tilde will be larger than beta 1 hat. If we exclude ability from the model, there will be a positive or upward bias in this beta 1 tilde. And this is what I'm going to show you using this model. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to run our actual model, the full regression model, and get these estimated effects. Education has coefficient value of 0.039. That is our beta 1 hat. And our beta 2 hat, that is our measure of ability IQ, it is 0.005. So we have these. And then we know our beta 2 hat is positive, as it is having a positive impact on the wages. As IQ increases, wages increases as well. Beta 2 hat is positive. Right, so now we have to know what is the correlation between ability and education. We can get the correlation coefficient between these two variables and see the correlation coefficient between these two variables is 0.51. So it seems like delta 1 is positive as we assumed. So beta 2 hat is positive and delta 1 tilde is positive, which means if we estimate a model without IQ, that model will have an upward bias. So see the impact here is 0.039. So let's regress a simple linear regression model by omitting ability from the model, and for the estimated effect of education, it is 0.059, which is larger than the estimated effect of education in the full model of 0.039. Right, so this model has an upward bias. We can actually get the true value of that bias by estimating this model IQ. We can estimate IQ on education and get this tilde. So we have these values. Our beta 1 is 0.3 and our beta 2 is 0.5 multiplied by 3.53. That's the value of delta. That will give us 0.598, which is exactly equal to this value that we will estimate by excluding ability from the model. Alright, so that's how you calculate positive and negative bias in a model. Next, you're going to work with an example and you're going to come up with these values by arguing that beta 2 could be positive or negative, and then in the same manner you're going to estimate these equations and calculate the value of the bias. You work with an example and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.